Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Cameras are just so important to any smartphone user. If you have a smartphone, you take photos with it. The question is, which one takes better photos between these two? Now, when it comes to iOS versus Samsung, it really is going to be a difference of first interface. On iOS, you have all of the designs right here for the different modes. You have photo, video, slow motion, time lapse, square, and panorama, all in simple sections. Now, when we have, man, I think it just froze it. Sorry, the iPhone 6 seems to be a malfunction. There we go. You also have HDR, flash, timer, front-facing camera, and of course, some effects. So this is what we have on the iPhone 6 Plus. On the Galaxy Note Edge, we have a bit more in terms of features, which is typically how it is, simple versus more features. On the mode section, we do have a couple different ones, from rear camera selfie to selective focus to panorama to sports to food to so many more. You really just do have a lot of modes. Now, in terms of HDR, you do have instant HDR, which definitely makes so much more of a difference compared to iOS's solution, which has been covered by pretty much every reviewer. HDR on the new iPhone, on the iPhone 6, HDR is less than the iPhone 5. And you also have, of course, filters built in. And one of the most important features to a lot of people is the different video modes. So you do have slow motion and fast motion. You also have smooth motion. And I would say smooth motion, in my opinion, is a bit better than time lapse, simply for the fact that smooth motion films at the most amazing video quality that you can't get on another device. Whereas on time lapse, although it is great, how many people are actually going to be without their phone for that long of a time? I would say not that often. And of course, in the front-facing camera, you even have more modes for selfie taking, especially wide selfie. But let's check out the results. So on the selfie taking experience, we definitely do have a difference here, and that's simply because the iPhone 6 Plus is a very narrow angle front-facing camera compared to the Samsung. And that's just because the Samsung has the widest aperture out of any smartphone now for the front-facing camera. What does that mean? Well, it means you get more in your shot and more light being let through. Just a lot of much more wide shot, as you see. This is basically what the iPhone gave me, and this is what the the Note Edge gives me. So for that reason, in selfie taking alone, it will be better. Not to mention the color accuracy was a lot better. This is more my skin tone than this one. It's in between technically, but this is definitely more accurate. And of course, the detail is a bit better on the Note Edge as well. Now, when we move along to the Blu-ray collection, this is where the 8 megapixel versus 16 megapixel obviously trades blows. And that's just going to be that, of course, the detail is going to be better overall, especially when you look at things like Heroes and certain DVD and certain titles in the Blu-rays. You definitely can see more detail within the Note Edge's photos as compared to the iPhone 6 Plus. Just overall, it's going to be a bit better. Now, when we move to the next two, you might see a different tone, and that is a different color tone, really, overall in these two photos. Funny enough, the iPhone 6 Plus is the more saturated between the two, but that might not necessarily be a bad thing. Some people like more vivid color than just more realistic color, which is what we kind of get between these two. These ones are a darker purple, but not exactly quite where it's at with these two. The pink is more accurate on this one compared to this one, where it looks more like a jewel. And I would say the purple is a bit closer on the iPhone 6 Plus compared to the Edge. However, when it comes again to detail, we do get finer detail on the Note Edge. The green is in between these two, but the Edge just offers less noise and fuzziness around parts of the green area that the iPhone 6 does not. For those reasons, on this one, we'll call it a draw. It's fairly similar compared to each other. And then finally, we have the last one, which is the low light shot, which this is very interesting because in my original comparison between the Note 4 and the iPhone 6 Plus, we found that well, not easily, but it was pretty clear, let's say, that in low light, the 6 Plus was better than the 4. It just did a bit better job. However, in this shot, we see a difference. We see that the Note Edge takes a bit better photo, definitely letting more light through than this one did, and you can just see it's just better, which is confusing because they should be about the same typically. Actually, in this photo taking experience, the Note Edge actually lost with this photo compared to the Note 4 when I took it in the same state. So overall, actually, in this one, the low light was better on the Note Edge in comparison to the iPhone 6 Plus, which, because we had a winner here on the low light, then we had a draw versus color accuracy and detail being split kind of down the middle between these two. In this one, the detail and just color representation was better and well done on the Note Edge versus the Plus. And then on the selfie, easily the Note Edge takes it with just a much wider selfie. You get more in the shot and more true to form. So for that reason, actually, the Note Edge surprisingly takes this one. I thought this one was going to be another draw, but I would say overall, comparing both cameras, the Note Edge will take it in between the camera comparison between the Note Edge and the iPhone 6 Plus.